Hello. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey Karim, how are you?
Fine. And you?
What do you think about the Muslim? They claim that Quran is full of science, my friend. Is that true? The Quran is full of science.
Quran is the book of science, not science. It is just making sometimes some truth about science. It is not expert in science. It is a book of science.
Can you close any applications are open because your voice is cutting? So what do you mean? You mean the Quran is there is science in the Quran? We can find science in the Quran?
We can find some truth about science.
Like what? Like what?
Like the expansion of universe.
Well, explain to me the universe according to the Quran. How does your Quran explain the universe? Go ahead.
Can you go to the verse that speak about the explosion of universe and let's discuss it?
Which one? Which one? There's many.
والسماء بنيناها بأيد وإنا لموسعون.
Okay, موسعون. Here we go. This is about the this one explain the universe.
No, it explains that we created the sky and we are expansion it.
Okay, the verse here is saying that Allah He created the sky by His hands. Is that accurate?
Yes, by His power.
How you can build the sky by the hands?
You change it now to attribute of Allah. Let's discuss this science now.
You see, in the translation, the Muslim they took the word hand and they replace it with power, right?
Yes, it is mean power.
So is that literally or this is metaphorically verse?
It depends. There is a difference. Some scholars say it is literal. Some scholars say it is. But this is not our subject.
Okay, no problem. In the same chapter, it says, "And from everything we created things in pair." Do you agree with that?
Yes.
What is the pair of the sun?
What do you understand by the pair?
Well, here it says he speak about the sun, right? He explained to you how he made the creation, and here we go. He says that and we instructed the sky by hands, and then he says, and we made the earth flat for you. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is the earth is the earth flat?
Talk about the part of let's talk about the planet, the whole earth.
Oh, what is the proof? Do you have a proof that the planet? He's not talking about the whole earth, because in Arabic it says wal ardu farashnaha, and you are Moroccan, you speak Arabic. Wal ardu farashnaha fa ni'mul mahidun. He make it as a bed. Actually, even it says al mahidun, correct? So the earth is all the whole earth is spread out farashnaha like bed, right? We made it like a bed. So we are the best of making bed. So the Quran is speaking about the earth. He didn't say some of the earth.
My friend, this street, is it the earth or not? This street, is it flat or this street that you are walking? Is it flat?
No, no, it's not, because I am because I am too small. So for me, because of my size, it is a flat for me. But if we bring someone is in the size of a mountain, he will not see the earth is a flat. As an example, if me myself, I go in the airplane, right away when the airplane is going up, we are not even going so high, right away we will notice that the earth is not a flat no more. We are just like a kilometer high from the airport, and right away we'll notice the earth is not a flat no more. Why? What happened? It's just a change of position, because we are too small in the ground, so we see it as if it's a flat, but it's not a flat. Okay, can you show me a verse in the Quran? Can you show me the verse in the Quran claiming that I am not saying the truth? Where in the Quran it says the earth is not a flat?
I will tell you. يكور الليل على النهار ويكور النهار على الليل.
That's wonderful. You remember, you are the one who chose this verse, not me. So I hope you will not take it back. Okay. Explain to me what يكور الليل على النهار mean.
Let's finish this verse.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
your Lord
you
teaches
are
them.
the one who's giving me a verse, because this verse you gave me is proving Muhammad to be a false prophet again. Why? Because it says
It is,
يكور الليل على
it
النهار
is
ويكور النهار على الليل. How is that happen? Explain to us.
the, the day and the night. He say it is how you say in English? يكور.
Go around,
Go
go
around.
in cycle. Okay.
The, okay. The only way if we assume that the Earth is flat, you cannot have the day and the night are in circle. The
Okay.
only way it is the day and the night, it is in the Earth. If the Earth is not a circle, the day and the night cannot be
All right. If
in
we
a.
go in the Quran, my friend, if we go in the Quran, does the Quran says that the night and the day will never meet together?
Show me the verse and let us understand it. Yes, he said it, but you misunderstand it.
You explain it to me. Go ahead.
Okay, show the verse.
In chapter, let us go to this one first. It says that Allah is the one who created for you what is in heaven, the heaven and the earth, in 6 days, and then he mounted in his throne. He covered the night with the day, which he has to follow. Is that inaccurate?
Show me the Arabic one.
إن ربكم الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام ثم استوى على العرش يغشي الليل النهار ويطلبه حثيثا والشمس والقمر والنجوم. So your God is saying that الليل and the nahar, they chase each other. Is that correct?
Yes, the change.
They chase, but that means that the layl, which means the night, and the day, they are object by themselves. They exist as something real.
He didn't. This is your understanding. He
No,
didn't
I am
say-
not my understanding. Let us go to different verse in the Quran. Let us show you. Here we go.
What?
No, hold on.
Right,
Wait. You know, we will show you more verses, and we will see.
Are
Okay.
you
Okay, hold on. Okay,
doesn't
okay. Hold on. Okay.
Are you saying light
Okay.
and light doesn't
Chapter
exist?
21, verse number 33. It says that the night and the day and the sun and the moon, they are floating in an orbit. Do you believe in that?
Yes, this is scientifically approved.
How the sun and the day and the night and the day are floating in orbit? Is the day is an orbit? What is the orbit of the day? What is the orbit of the night?
Show me.
It's in the front of you, chapter 21, verse number 33. هو الذي خلق الليل والنهار والشمس والقمر كل في فلك يسبحون في فلك يسبحون. It is he who created for you the night and the day and the sun and the moon. They float each in an orbit. The Quran confirm that he consider that the moon and the sun and the day and the night as object, and they float in an orbit.
You can here Allah talks about the sun and the moon. It is he who is in the orbit and not the day and the night.
No, they are saying all they float. Do you see the word kul in Arabic? You speak Arabic. You cannot play games with me.
Yes.
You speak Arabic, I speak
yes.
Arabic. Does it say kul?
كل can
Okay,
apply
كل
to
ماذا
the-
كل ماذا كل ما سبق كل. He count for us.
No.
He count الليل. He count the night. Okay, what if we go and see the interpretation?
to the moon and the sun.
The moon and the sun, no,
true.
it doesn't say the moon and the sun. It says he is the one who created the day and the night and the moon and the sun and the moon. So Allah created the night, correct?
You see, he starts with the night.
He
and
created the
day.
night, correct?
After that-
Did he create the night?
Yes,
Okay. Did he create the day?
yes,
Did he create the sun?
yes,
And he created the moon.
yes.
And then it says kullun, which means each. Is that correct?
But doesn't mean it applies to all.
No,
of them.
it's apply for
We
all.
apply-
Who are you to say? Okay, can you challenge me to prove it wrong? Can you challenge me? Which interpretation you like me to read for you to show you that this is for each?
Are you saying this sun doesn't go to in orbit?
My friend, the sun does not know. That's because here, speaking about the day and the night, that have nothing to do with the sun going in orbit. You know, let me ask you, do you understand the Quran better than your prophet? Do you understand the Quran
Why
better
you
than your prophet? Hold on. Do you understand the Quran better than your prophet?
why you don't want to talk about this
Abdul,
one?
do you
This
understand the
American,
Quran? Do you understand the Quran better than your prophet? Say yes or no.
this is American from God.
I am
There
asking
is
you, do
no
you
way.
understand? Do you understand the Quran better than your prophet? Either you say yes, I understand it better than Muhammad, or you say no, I don't.
My friend, the
Let us see.
understanding
You
of
see,
God.
you don't want to answer. What if I show you how Muhammad
Yes,
explain how your prophet Muhammad explained the orbit of the sun? Do you want to see it? So here
the
we go.
orbit of
Your hold on. Your prophet explained the orbit of the sun. According to your prophet, the orbit of the sun is the sunset.
Orbit of the sun. According to the Quran, did the sun
The hadith in front of you, my
go?
friend. Are you saying to me that your prophet he was doing poo
That
when
your
he
prophet,
spoke? Mute you too, please, because my voice is coming twice.
because my voice is coming.
Mute you too.
Okay.
Okay. Once I was with the prophet in the mosque at the time of the sunset. The
The
prophet
sunset.
said, mute you too, please.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Did you mute it now?
Yes.
Okay. So let us see who is the one here can explain the science of the Quran, you or Muhammad. Once I was with the prophet in the mosque at the time of the sunset. The prophet said, "Oh Abu Dhar, do you know
Abu Dhar.
where?" You did not mute YouTube, my friend.
Mute, my friend. Wait, wait. Okay.
Okay. Do you know where the sun set? I replied,
Sunset.
but still I hear myself. What's wrong? What's happening?
I muted.
I don't know. Okay. Maybe there's a delay in the sound. The sun set, I replied, Allah and his apostle know best. He said it goes and prostrate under the throne of Allah. And this is what Allah he meant in his statement that the sun runs in its a fixed term. That's the orbit you are talking about. And he is quoting for you chapter 36, verse number 38. So according to your prophet, the orbit of the sun is every day sun going from the east to the west. And that is the orbit of the sun. What kind of a prophet he say that? Are you there?
Show me the Arabic one.
No problem. We show you the Arabic one. Here we go. قال كنت مع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في المسجد عند غروب الشمس فقال يا أبا ذر أتدري أين تغرب الشمس فقلت الله ورسوله أعلم قال فإنها تذهب تحت حتى تسجد تحت العرش فذلك قوله تعالى والشمس تجري لمستقر لها ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم. Do you see it? So your prophet explained what the orbit of the sun is. Your prophet he believed that the reason we have day and night is not because you know what you are claiming. He is saying that the sun.
This is not about the night and the day. It's just like about he just talk about the sun in the world that we don't see.
What?
He didn't uh, did anyone see the throne of Allah?
The throne of Allah?
Can you see it?
No, we did not see it. I did not see it myself because I don't
So
believe you have a
the
throne.
prophet, Allah told the prophet something that you didn't see.
Yeah, my friend.
So the prophet he doesn't explain it about what you see.
Right.
He explain
Okay,
what
but
you
he is
didn't
saying,
see.
he is claiming that the sun is the one is going. The sun is going. He is not saying the earth is going around itself because the day and the night is not happening because the day is coming over the night and the night is going over the day simply just because the earth is going around itself. Do you agree?
He didn't mention anything about the day
No,
and
he
the night.
agreed. No, he mentioned, he said where the sun goes. Read with me carefully. This is different hadith. This is sahih too. The prophet asked me at the sunset, do you know where the sun goes? Does it say where the sun goes?
Yes, but
Okay.
he didn't say
Okay.
the
Where the
night.
sun goes according to
This is
you?
a difference.
Where is the sun goes according to you, my friend? Where the sun goes according to your prophet? The sun goes every day. He's explaining to us how the sun rays, how the sun set, correct? So he says that the sun goes and prostrate itself under the throne of Allah.
Yes, this is in the word that we don't see. He
Where is the
didn't
throne? Where is the throne
explain
of?
it.
Where is the throne of Allah located? Is that true that the throne of Allah is in the top of the water? Is the throne
This
of
this
Allah
this is the point.
is the throne
No
of
one know
is
where
the
this is
throne? No,
from.
we know. Is the throne of Allah where is located in the top of the water?
Show me.
I like it when Muslims they keep saying to me, show me. Each time I say something, they say to show me. Look like they never heard of anything about the religion. You are an Arab, you speak actually you are Morocco, not an Arab.
I
And
know it. I know
and
it.
you
But
say to
just
me, show me. I mean, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're talking about me? Here we go. Where is the throne of Allah? Read it. You know, I need you to learn something. You need to say from now on, say to me, show me, silence me, answer me. I mean, come on, do it in the right way. So as you see here, the throne is upon the water. And this is why the Quran is saying in different verse that the sun set in the murky water. That is the water which entered the throne of Allah.
where he says this had in the water.
It says upon the water. Don't you see it? His throne upon the water. وعرشه على الماء. And this
Yes,
is and
but
this is even and
which
this is
water?
and this is you tell
Which
me I
water?
don't know which water Allah is by the way
This is
here
my point.
by the way here there's a mistake
The
here
prophet talk about that
here
something that we don't see.
Abdul, notice with me here there's a stupid mistake your prophet he did you notice what there's a mistake? Did you notice what is a mistake? Because your God, here we go, read with me this way, I said Allah messenger. Where was our Lord before he created his creation? Where was what? Where you are the one who said to me, where is Allah? Do you know where the throne of Allah? Let's see what happened. Where was our Lord before he created his creation? He said he was above the cloud, below which was air, and above which was air and water, and then he created his throne above the water. Do you see it?
Yes, but the water.
Okay, hold on. How this has happened? How this is before he created the creation? Yet there is water and there's a cloud and there is air. He just said to him, where was Allah before he created his creation? But yet he is claiming that before he created anything,
creation, there is not just one creation.
My friend, doesn't matter. Before he created his creation, all the creation. No. Before he created his creation, it's mean before he created anything. And yet he says that Allah he was above. Okay, so do you agree with your prophet that above? Okay, do you agree? Do you agree with your prophet that above Allah there is air, underneath of him there is air and there is water?
Yes, but we
okay.
We don't
so this is
know.
This is where the sun set, correct? The sun set in the murky water, correct?
He didn't tell us about anything about this sun here.
No, he did not. He did. Here we go. We can show you. This is your prophet saying the sun set in a murky water.
But you cannot take two hadiths and mix them.
No, we have because no. Here we go. I was sitting. This is not two hadith. This is the same story. I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah. This guy always he sit behind. He cannot trust Muhammad to sit in the front in the donkey. Who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, "Do you know where this set?" I replied, "Allah and His apostle know best." He said, "It's set in a spring of warm water." Do you see it?
I don't see it. Just wait until I finish. He says that he created this throne above the water. Is this the one that you are talking about?
My friend, does he say that the sun set in a spring of warm water? Yes or no?
I didn't see this sun here. Can you highlight it?
It says, I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah. I was riding the donkey. He said, while the sun setting. He said, do you know where this is set? Speaking about the sun. I replied, Allah and his messenger and his apostle knows best. He said, it's set in a spring of warm water.
Yes, but this is the point. The water that he talk here, it's not the water.
This is different water. Okay, so this is different water. Okay, no problem. So do you agree that the sun set in the murky water?
You see the word Hamiya. He talk about the verse in the Quran that Dhul Qarnayn.
Yes? Right, yeah. So do you agree with him?
You go to the verse.
Do you agree with him when he said that Alexander the Great, he found the sun setting in the murky water, in a hot murky water? You agree?
Yes. Do you know who found it? It's not God. It's the Dhul Qarnayn.
But your prophet, he's saying no. But your prophet, you see, your prophet here is not talking about Alexander the Great. He says to him, "Do you know where it's set?" Speaking about the sun. So he confirmed the same story.
No, he just repeats what the Quran said.
No problem. The Quran repeat what the Quran said because the Quran reporting what Zulqarnain he found, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now
so
here, Muhammad. Do you see Muhammad? Okay. Do you see? Do you see Muhammad saying that Zulqarnain he thought the sun setting, or he is saying to him nothing about Zulqarnain, and he is saying, "Do you know where the sun set?" He said, "No, I do not know. Allah and his messenger knows best." He said, "It's set in a spring of murky water." So you're a prophet in total agreement with the Quran, in total agreement of the story of Zulqarnain, that the sun set in a murky water.
You're just repeating what the Quran says.
My friend, thank you very much. I have no time to waste with, you know, either you decide to be honest and speak to me, or there is no time. There's no need to, you know, it's everybody is laughing. Correct, guys? Isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious? You're lying now. Don't waste my time. You want to lie? It's okay. There's no point of us talking. Lie to yourself. But you cannot lie to ourselves. You cannot lie to us. No, don't call me back. Don't call me back. I have no time for people who want to lie. That's it. The second you start fabricating lies, everybody, it's in the front of us. Muhammad saying clearly that the sun set in a spring of water, that is enough proof for us that Muhammad is nothing but a false prophet, and this is in total agreement with the Quran in chapter 18, where he says that Alexander the Great, he went all the way and he found where the sun set next to the water, in the murky water, and even he found next to it people who live there. And we can go and read the interpretation, and all of them, they agree with that. So what the Muslims they do in order to avoid the madness and the stupidity of their prophet, they go in denial and they start playing games. But you cannot do that. People, they have a brain. They are seeing, they are reading. He explained to us in many places where the sun set, where the sun set. He keeps saying the sun goes, so the sun goes, the sun goes. So, and this is very false. The sun goes nowhere. Where the sun goes? The sun goes nowhere. Why you are calling me Karim? You know that you are lying.
Why you so angry?
Why you are lying? Isn't it in front of you? It says that he said, he confirmed that the sun set in the murky water. Yes or no?
Yes, according to the view of there is nothing wrong here.
What do you mean nothing? According to the view of who? According to the view of your prophet?
The prophet see the sun when you go to the beach.
So you're a prophet. So you're a prophet. So your prophet here, you are saying the prophet, he thought that the sun set in the murky water, but he is being a fool.
No, my friend, there is no wrong in that. Linguistically, there is nothing wrong with that.
What do you mean linguistically? It's in front of you. Your prophet saying the sun set in the murky water. Do you agree with him, or you don't agree?
Yes, I agree. But this is in the view of the one who see the sun in the beach, for example.
Let's go. What a view. He is saying this is where it's set, not in the view. He volunteered to be a teacher. Do you know where the sun set? He's asking the guy, do you know where the sun set? It's not the guy asking him, it looked like, appeared to us like this, do you think it's this way? No, Muhammad voluntarily saying, do you know where the sun set? The guy, he said, I do not know, I am an ignorant. Teach me, prophet. Allah and you will notice here that always they claim that Allah and his apostle knows best, because Muhammad knowledge is from the knowledge of Allah. So this is not Muhammad is speaking by himself, he is speaking by the authority of Allah. Allah and his apostle know best. So when Muhammad he don't speak his own view, he speak the view of Allah. And by the way, we mentioned before that this is nothing but a poetry. Muhammad he quoted from the Arab. The Arab, they have a poet speaking about the same thing, and Muhammad is quoting the poet of the Arab. And actually this is a poet made by an Arab Christian, where it says بلغ المشارق والمغارب يبتغي أسباب أمر من حكيم مرشدي فرأى مغيب الشمس عند مآبها في عين ذي خلب وثأط حرقدي. Muhammad, he took the poetry as it is, he put it in the Quran. He arrived to the east and the west as he wished, speaking about Alexander the Great, and he been given from everything the wisdom and the power. And then when he found the sun sitting in its place, he found it sitting in a murky, muddy water. It's a stolen poetry. Muhammad, he took it from an Arabic Christian, he put it in the Quran. And the poet man, his name Umayyah ibn Salt. Fabrication, liars, and lying. Yet they fabricate tons of fabricated miracles to make us believe that Quran contains science, when the Quran contains nothing but fiction and stupidity. Flying carpet, birds who they look for women have no hair in their legs. The ring of Solomon controlled the genie and the demon. Solomon, he walked in the valley of the ant and he heard the ant speak, but the ants don't speak. The ants, they communicate, but by not speech. Suleiman, he heard the voice of the ant and he understand the ant. But Allah, the Quran says we taught him the language of the bird. So Allah, he taught him the language of the bird, but he understand the ant. Isn't it that funny? Madness and stupidity. Do we have any Muslim? He wanna try to be honest for 1 second. Anyone? Nobody? As an example, why the birds they fly in the sky? Muhammad, he explained that the birds they are in the sky because Allah hold them from falling down. Look like your God, he never heard of something called wings and what the wings can do. Who is holding the birds in the middle of the sky? Who? Allah. Look at this idiot. Muhammad even he explained how the shade is exist. Who is the one who made the shade extend? It's Allah. He created the shade and he made the shade extend. Wallahu ja'ala lakum mimma khalaqa dhilalan. It is Allah who made for you from what he created shade. Well, what does that mean? We go on different verse, we see Allah is explaining more, which is showing us that Muhammad and his God do not know what they are talking about. Yes? Yes, we hear you.
How are you?
I'm all right. What do you want to say to us, my friend? Do you agree that Allah is the one who extended the shade?
Can we talk about Christianity?
No, my topic is about Islam, my friend.
Always your topic is in Islam. Can
Because
you
this
change
is because this is my specialty. What I can do, this is my specialty. You go to the eye doctor, he speak about the eye. You go to the tooth doctor, he speak about the tooth. My specialty is Islam. We have a brother, his name is Sam Shamoun. He opened his channel, he speak about Christianity only. Go ahead and talk to him. What do you want to say to me? And by the way, why in the Quran Allah never mentioned the word Christianity? Do you know
What?
why your God Allah never mentioned the word Christian in the Quran?
He doesn't need it because it is
Where
the
in the
Quran. It is
Quran?
for
No,
Muslims.
where in the Quran it says the word Christian? I want to see it. In Arabic, the word
Why?
Christian
Why?
is al-Masihi. Where we can find in the Quran the correct name of the Christians? Where we can find that? How come your God even that name could not quote correctly? Who is Nasara? We never heard of somebody called Nasara. Who is Nasara? We are not Nasara. We are Christians.
So what?
So why
Allah
your
talks
God?
about the
Why your
Nasara. He
God
didn't talk about you.
even what kind of God? He can't even quote a simple name correctly. Isa, we do not know who's Isa. Nasara, we do not know who's Nasara. Harun is the brother of Moses, and he is the brother of Mary. Who is that? Mary is the daughter of Amran. Who is Amran? Who is Amran?
Just because you don't know it doesn't mean it
No,
doesn't
we know,
exist.
we know, we know. We have the names of them in the
You don't
Bible.
know nothing.
How Mary she became the daughter of Amran, and by the way, even the name of the father of Moses and Aaron and Miriam, the sister of Aaron, your prophet could not call it correctly because there's nothing is called Amran in the Bible. There's Amram. So why your prophet even cannot quote a simple name correctly? Is that God? وَإِذْ قَالَتْ إِمْرَأَةُ إِمْرَانَ. Who is Imran? If I ask you right now, your book, is it a perfect book? What do you say? Is the Quran a perfect Quran?
Yes.
Okay. The Quran says Israel. Who is Israel?
The people who follow Moses.
Who?
The people who follow the prophet Moses and Jesus after him.
Israel is the people who follow Moses? No. Israel is the children of Israel. The guy, his name Israel. They are not the children of Moses. This is wrong. Who is?
I didn't see the children. I see
I'm
the
asking you,
followers.
who is Israel? The Quran says, oh, children of Israel, not the children of Moses. Who is Israel?
It is the people who live at the time
My
of the
friend,
Moses.
are you drunk? If I say to you, oh, children of Ahmad, and I am asking you who is Ahmad, don't tell me the people. Who are those who they are the children of Israel, who their father, his name is Israel? Who is Israel?
Do you know why Allah he didn't talk about him? Because Allah he focused on the people of Israel and not
So
in Israel himself.
no, my friend,
You
no, my friend, Allah,
understand?
no, my friend, no, my friend, your God, he focused on Israel himself. What are you talking about? You are an ignorant like your
No,
prophet.
really Israel,
Yes,
really the
no.
children of Israel
Okay.
and not Israel
Are you
himself.
saying to me? Are you saying to me that your God never mentioned Israel as a person?
He, he can mention it, but
Did he mention Israel as a person?
the
Yes
most
or no?
verse.
Did he mention Israel as a person? Yes or no?
Show me the verse
You
and
keep
let's
saying to
discuss
me,
it.
show me. You can show me, show me. I'm asking you, did he mention Israel as a
I
person by
just know
himself?
that you talk about the children of Israel.
I am asking you, did your God speak about Israel as a person?
It may be. I didn't know this verse.
Maybe.
Just
Okay, so now if I want to know if the Quran is a perfect book as you claim, how I will know who is the guy, his name is Israel? All those verses mention Israel in front of us. How I will know who is Israel? You say to me, all the sons,
show me where he talks about
you say to
the
me that
Israel as a person.
all the sons of Osama bin Laden. Shouldn't you first introduce to me Osama bin Laden?
Not necessarily.
Okay, know what mean
If I want
necessarily.
to talk
So
about the Bin
what kind of a book he say something to me and not necessarily to tell me where you get the name from? How I will know as a Muslim who is Israel?
because the subject he talk about his children and not himself.
But shouldn't you tell me, okay, who is this guy? They are the children of a guy,
It
his name
doesn't.
Israel. Who is Israel?
But who the people who do the actions? It is the
And
his children and not himself.
he himself he did an action too. Israel, who is Israel? Why your God he cannot even tell us who is Israel? I want to know. I have an interest to know who is Israel. You keep saying to me, children of Israel. Who is Israel?
Just show me the verse that this he talk about the Israel himself. Where is the verse?
So are you saying to me there's not even one verse in the Quran speaking about Israel himself?
This is what I understand because all the verses that I
Okay,
read
let me
is
get you
about
busted.
his
Here we
children.
go. Here we go. chapter 3 verse number 93, it says that all the food was lawful to the children of Israel except what Israel made unlawful for himself. Do you see it? So Israel is a person and those are his children, and now he's saying that all the food made lawful for Israel except what Israel he made unlawful for himself. So who is this guy Israel? So who is this guy? Who is this guy Israel he's talking about now? Before you have an excuse saying, well, he's not talking about Israel. Okay, so now here we go, he's talking about a guy, his name Israel. Who is this guy Israel?
It is the one who gave birth to the children of Israel.
That's wonderful, guys. The bear is the one who gave more bears. Guys, look at this. Israel, the brother, is the one who gave birth to the children of Israel. I mean, this is genius of you. I don't care who is this guy. Who is Israel?
Okay,
he is the guy who gave birth to the children of Israel. We got that.
What's the point?
The point is, this is a stupid book.
No, my friend. No,
well, in order to tell me who is, in order to tell me about a guy, first you have to introduce him. You don't say to me Israel, he made it unlawful. How I will know who is this guy now?
I will tell you why. Do you know why?
Why?
Because the Quran, when he talk about the story of the past of the prophets that came before the prophets, it doesn't matter the people.
Okay. You are now a Muslim and you came after Muhammad. I ask you, who's Israel? You do not know who's Israel.
Quran, when he talk about this story,
who is Israel? I am asking you, after 1400 years, after 1400 years of Muhammad, do you know who is Israel?
Do you agree with me that what?
Let's go, man. I'm wasting my time. Garbage in, garbage out. And they say to us, this is a book made in clear details. Who is Israel? In order to know who is Israel, you have to go to the Bible. So Quran and Islam is not a religion by itself. It depends on others. And as long as you are saying to me that the others, their books are corrupt, that means Islam have to be based on corrupt. Stupid book. Imagine you are reading a story written by a man, anyone, an author. He wrote a story, and then in the story he did not mention to you who is the character he's talking about. Aren't you going to wonder who is this guy? Suddenly he appeared in the story. Hello?
Hi, Christian Prince. I'm back.
Yes, my friend.
I just call because I don't want to listen the whole day to a child, also to children. I stay to the topic and give you some things what I found. I'm already convinced that they are just lies, but the people who are listening can maybe they can a little bit learn from you. Yes.
All right.
Okay. In Quran 96, 15, also Surah 96, 15 up to 16. There are the word Nasir, and today they claim that Nasir mean the front side of.
You said Quran 96. You said Quran 96.
96, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
15, 16. That are the verses.
Okay, what about them?
They claim that Nasir, yeah, would mean the front side of the brain.
Do you see in the front of us, even their own translation get them busted? It says the forelock. The forelock is the hair of the front of the head.
Yeah.
So it's not the brain, have nothing to do with the brain. It's a stupid thing. And here what it says that Allah will drag him from that location. Can you drag him from the brain? No, you drag him from his hair, the forelock. So and then how you can have a forelock which is sinful and lying? How the hair is sinful and how the hair is lying? but yet they try to fabricate the meaning and try to make it as a science, because they try to make it as it's about the front head of the front of the head where the brain is located, and they say this is where line is created supposedly according to them. And here we go, the Quran is speaking about that. But the fact, no, all what he's saying, that we are going to drag them from there. And by the way, even it says that Allah will put up in their buttocks, he will put a flag in the ass of everybody in the judgment day.
I have seen it.
Yeah, and then he will drag them from their sinful forelock, because simply according to the Quran, you will know them from their forelock. The reason for that, by the way, the Arab Muhammad, he was trying to do, or trying to make his followers look differently. If you notice, Muhammad, as an example, he forbid the Muslims from coloring their hair with the black. Why he forbid them from coloring black? Because the Jews, they color their hair with the black. So Muhammad, he said to them, don't color like the Jews. So he decided to color them with red. So now they are redhead.
Crazy.
Yeah. So if you color like the Jews, you became a Jew. If you remember, there's a story. Muhammad always tried to make himself and his followers look different, because people accuse him that he is stealing from the Jews and the Christians. So once a Jewish rabbi was walking by, and he saw Muhammad praying in a funeral, and he said to Muhammad, let us read the hadith together. I don't know if you see the screen. You see it?
Wait, the Prophet said, no, you are searching.
Okay, now?
Similar tradition.
Okay.
Okay.
The Messenger of Allah, SAW Mercedes-Benz, used to stand up for a funeral.
No, I'm not there. I have.
It's okay. It's going to come to you. It's okay.
Okay.
Stand up for a funeral until the corpse was placed on the grave. So this is what he used to do. He would do. He stand up in the funeral until the corpse was placed in the grave. A learned Jew, which means a rabbi, once passed by him, and he said, "This is how we do it." And right away, Muhammad, he said, look what he said. Look at his reaction. He said, the Prophet said, SAW said, sit down, act differently from them. What the heck?
Crazy.
If this is a guy, he's a prophet, he's inspired by God, and he do what God taught him, how in the world, just because I said to you, this is how we do it, you change the way you pray?
Crazy,
obviously you are fabricating your own prayer, and he felt like he got busted. Oh, the Jews are saying to me, this is how we do it, which means you are doing it like us, you are copying from us. So because he is guilty, right away, I mean, if I am a prophet and this is how God told me to do, and the Jews do it, so what? I would say this is what God told me, as he told you. But because he's a liar, he knew he's a liar, he was willing to change the way he pray in a second. Sit down, let us act differently. How a childless behavior it is.
But I can't understand how so much people think that don't know it. That's
my friend. People are watching my videos and they are leaving by thousands. Thousands. Yeah, thank you, my friend. I can stay longer. I apologize from you. I can stay longer, really. I appreciate your call. So thank you for calling.
Please, one second, if it's possible. One second.
Yeah.
It's okay. First, I buy your 2 books in German, yes?
All right.
But it's not already there in the book about science. Yeah. There I will get all that information which we are talking about today.
Okay. All right.
For example.
That's good.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Goodbye.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, man. Thank you.
Okay. We see it.
Don't forget to make a review of the books after you finish them, and make an honest review. Don't say it's wonderful if it's not. As you see, guys, this is a very stupid religion, and the claim cannot stand any question and any examination. Don't make people fool you. It's easy to create a lie, but then after you create a lie, they have to create 1,000 lies to create to cover up the first lie. But the more they try to cover, the more they get their prophet busted, and the more we laugh at the lies of Islam. This is how we expose Muhammad and his cult, and this is how we do it. Thank you very much for being here, watching and learning, and absolutely, this is how Christian Prince, he do it. I hope you did enjoy it. Please share the videos with your friends. Ask more people to come and learn. And our education for free. For the Lord, He said, for free you took, for free you give. May the Lord bless you. And thank you for those who made donation. Christ is Lord. Thank you. And see you soon again. God bless.